What up, everyone? It's your boy Floz MG back with another episode of Tier Up, and this time I am going to be ranking legendary Pokemon trios. And I'm going to admit, I'm not a Pokemon connoisseur. Connoisseur? Virtuoso? No. I'm not someone who knows a lot of damn shit about Pokemon. Like, I have a adequate amount of knowledge, I'll say. But like when it comes to like really legendary trios and like backstory and lore and all that shit, yeah, I'm useless. I am useless. But I'm gonna be ranking them anyway. Why? Why not? Well, let's get into it. The tiers for this video are as follows: God tier, Legendary, Gotta Catch 'Em All, Team Rocket, and Cancel. I will say, probably the extent of my knowledge is the names of the trios, the names of names of most of the Pokemon, their typing, I think, and maybe which game they're from, and that's probably about it. But first up, we have the Aura Trio. I believe it's the Aura Trio. The Aura Trio consists of Xerneas, Yveltal, and another big green guy whose name begins with a Z that I don't remember. But there's going to be a bunch of nerds lashing out at me in the comments. Do I care? Not really. This trio is obviously from Pokemon X and Y, because Xerneas, Yveltal... I mean... The design of these guys, I will say, I do really like the design. Xerneas is probably my favorite out of this entire bunch. Because if you actually played, what was the game? New Pokemon Snap. There's going to be some spoilers in this, so I'm just going to give you a heads up. If you played the game New Pokemon Snap, then you would know that Xerneas is the final Pokemon that you can get like a picture of. I don't know why I know that. And that's probably where my knowledge of this trio ends. So I might have to put them in Gotta Catch 'Em All, because again, my knowledge about these guys is not that extensive. Oh, this is gonna be one painful tier list. Alright, next up we have the legendary beasts, who have Entei, and he's really the only one I know. Entei is definitely the most recognizable out of the bunch. I mean, he is. In terms of what generation they're from, I know for certain they're not first generation. I want to say they're second gen maybe, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to say I'm not sure. And I think I read somewhere that they were like sort of based after a lion, a tiger, and a jaguar and or a leopard. I could very well be wrong. Do I care? Not really. But the beasts, they don't really strike me as a really amazing team. They probably have some amazing powers, abilities, all that crap, but they just don't stand out to me among the others. I'll put them in Team Rocket. I'm not going to put them in Cancel, though, because I don't know too awful much about them. Next up, this is a trio that everybody knows. We have the legendary birds. The legendary birds of Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno. These ones, everybody knows the legendary birds. Zapdos, a badass electric type. Articuno, a badass ice type. And Moltres, a badass fire type. From Gen 1, no one... I refuse to believe that there is a better trio of... I don't know, we haven't gotten through that much of the list yet. But I will say, this is definitely one of the top trios in the series. Without a doubt. I don't even need to argue that. So much so that I'm willing to put them in God tier right off the bat. Next up, from one of the newer games, Pokemon Sword and Shield, which was probably one of the weakest in the series, we have the Combat Trio. And honestly, these Pokemon, one, I can't remember any of their names to save my life. Two, they really don't have anything unique in terms of powers other than just being extremely OP for no fucking reason. Plus, the two main guys are just dogs with swords and shields. And I mean, of course that goes with the name of the game, but... I don't really like the Combat Trio. And I'm perfectly content with putting it down here. Sorry, bye-bye. And if you think I'm a little bit drowsy or trying to speed this up, you're right. It's currently about 7:30 in the morning. I have to get out of here at 8:30, so I'm trying to record this as fast as I can. And it's also being uploaded the same day that it's recorded. Yay! But next up, these are some of the most badass Pokemon I've ever seen. We have the Creation Trio of... Okay, let me make sure I get this right. There's a Dialga, Palga, and Giratina. Giratina I know for certain. The reason why I know Giratina for certain is because a while ago I opened up a Pokemon pack and I got a $200 Giratina card. And I mostly remember that because the background kind of looked like one of those seats you'd find on a bus. But hey, this is definitely one of the most badass trios that I have ever seen. I believe these guys are from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Or would these guys be from Ruby and Sapphire? No, I think these are Diamond and Pearl. But other than that, I really don't have any knowledge about them. They really are an amazing trio. But other than that, I can't really say any more about them. I want to put them in God tier, but I don't think I have enough knowledge to match the legendary birds. But you know what? It's my video, so fuck it. I do whatever the fuck I want in my videos. Fuck you. Alright, next up we have the Forces of Nature. I feel like I remember what gen these are from, but I don't. Here's what I know about the Forces of Nature. There's Tornadus, Landorus, and Thunderous. These ones I actually know all three names of for certain. The previous one I was a little bit iffy on Palga, but I still don't even know for sure if that's a name. It might be, it might not be, it might be close, it might not be, I don't know. To me, they're literally just jacked dudes on a cloud with tails. There's nothing more to them. Like, they don't scream, hi, I'm a Pokemon. You don't feel like you're a Pokemon. I want to say maybe it's from Pokemon Black and White, because I feel like I remember catching one of these in my Pokemon Black game, but I could very well be wrong. You probably have some really strong power, but you just don't hit the mark for me. You don't feel like you're Pokemon. So why are you on this damn list? Next up we have the Lake Trio. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember any of their names. I don't remember what they do. I don't remember what their typing is. I don't remember what their ability is. And they just look really weird to me. They probably have some interesting backstory that I am completely unaware of and completely ignorant of, but even so. I can't put them in canceled because that would be unjustly put... I can't put them in canceled because that would be unjustful ranking without any knowledge to really go off of, so I'm going to put them in Team Rocket, because I literally have no other option right now. Okay, next up we have what I think is the Light Trio. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the names of these guys off the top of my head either. I know they're from Pokemon Sun and Moon. That is something that I know for certain. Other than that, I don't really know much. I feel like I have to do the same thing that I did with the Lake Trio. I have to put it in Team Rocket because I don't have any proper knowledge to base it off of. Sorry, but I gotta do what I do. What I do doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me. Doesn't nothing make sense to you? I'm tired. Alright, next up we have a trio that I believe is called the Swords of Light. And given the name, I'm assuming that they're from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Downside, I don't know any of the names. This is one of the trios that I tried to remember the names of. I even looked it up and I couldn't remember it to save my life. This was definitely one that did not leave that much of an impression on me. But still, at the same time, I can't put it in canceled because I don't have enough knowledge to give it a proper ranking other than Team Rocket. Because even if I did have some knowledge, I still wouldn't put them up to these guys. I still couldn't. This one I do have a good bit more knowledge of, because remember back when I said I thought something about Pokemon from Black and White? Well, here we have the Tau Trio with Reshiram, Zekrom, and some other one that I forget the name of. These ones, I do remember the story a little bit. And because I had very few games, I was able to learn the history of some Pokemon legendary trios a little bit. A very little bit. But from what I do remember about Zekrom and Reshiram, I feel like they didn't get enough. I feel like they didn't have enough story. I feel like there was more, but we just never got to it. I don't know how to explain it properly, but yeah. And being that it's a trio from one of the games that I actually played and actually like a lot, that's gonna earn it a legendary spot from me. In all fairness, we need something in legendary. Alright, next up we have the legendary Titans, I believe is what they were called. Downside, I cannot remember their names for the life of me. I really should have done more research with these probably, but I've already put in a good amount of hours into trying to figure it out. Retaining that knowledge is a completely different thing though. The Titans never really stuck out to me. They probably stuck out to me even less than the legendary Beasts did. And I don't even remember all the legendary Beast names, aside from Entei, but then again, I don't remember any of the Titans' names. I was about to say, don't they all start with Reggie like Regigigas, or is it the Gigas part that they all end with? See, the fact that I'm even asking that shows my knowledge about these guys. So, like with most, because I don't have enough knowledge, I need to put it in Team Rocket. Putting it in Cancelled is giving it an unjust rating. Then again, putting it in Team Rocket is also an unjust rating, but this is sort of a ranking for those that I don't have knowledge of, or don't have enough knowledge of. This one I do have a good bit more knowledge of. We have the Weather Trio, and this one is consisting of Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza. Finally, a trio where I know all three of the names. I haven't had one of those since the legendary birds or the creation tree. And I'm actually, oh no, wait, correction. I knew Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus. A lot of the other ones I either knew none of the names, one of the names, or two of the names. This one I know all three names. I love their design. I love their names. I love their powers, and if I'm correct, I believe they control various of the Earth's elements. Groudon obviously controls the ground, Kyogre controls the water, and Rayquaza the air. Hence why they're the Weather Trio, I guess. This is definitely one of my favorite trios. I don't know if I should give it God tier though. I feel like I should, because it's my video and I make the rules. I am God here. And this is probably where I'm going to keep it. I know this was rushed. I'm on a bit of a timetable here today. But you know what? I've been Floz MG. This has been Ranking Pokemon Trios. I might do an updated list in the future. I'm still not sure yet. But either way, I can't wait to see you all in the next video.